Baby, that wind is invigorating. 36 degrees. Oh yeah. Good morning, everybody. Oh man. Yeah, big girl. No. We're going for a full lap, guys. Come on, Priya. And around we go. I'm trying to get a pre-breakfast exercise. Oh, finally a little bit of wind reduction. Holy buckets. My ears are frozen. 36, but that wind is probably good 10-15 miles an hour. Are you doing something, dude? Hey. Right. So Jamie was telling me the 3 people hit this and finally fell down in the heavy winds yesterday. If you guys don't quit pulling me down a hill, I'm going to beat you both. If you sound muffled, it's because I put my mask on. My face on. So this freaking cold outside. Finally comes in handy. Oh, there was something else I was going to say, and for the life of me, I'll have to think about what it was. So, in watching back last night's footage, that's what it was. I was super impressed in that weather how well the Hero 9 did in time-lapse and pouring down rain for detail. And I actually used the Ken Burns effect to get a picture of the plane, because I tried to do it with the iPhone. You kind of can hear me say, oh, it's just the focus is out. I never touched the freaking GoPro. I tried to zoom in with the iPhone and it just couldn't. It was seeing raindrops and just never focused. But when I looked at the GoPro footage, you could see it. So I just did a Ken Burns effect to zoom in on it. But overall, I mean, that sunset, I was like, I had some iPhone footage. It was complete garbage. It looked fine on the phone, but it was complete garbage when I played it back. So that all got removed and the GoPro footage stayed. And it just looked amazing. So as much as I knock those cameras, there's times when they surprise me, and yesterday was definitely a big surprise. I was shocked to see how clear and crisp and the colors looked right on those 2 instances where it outshone. So, I really dummied it down, and like I told you, my trick before was when you're recording a motion time-lapse, only do 2x. It gives you so much more detail. You can speed it up in post, and it looks a lot better. If you record it too fast, you'll miss stuff, and it just doesn't. It just doesn't look as crisp. So kind of like 30 frames per second versus 60 frames per second. I gotta change that setting because the motion blur on this camera is bothering me. Oh, I switched back over to my black speaking case. This thing's got a lot more grip than the clear ones. It feels much better in the hand. Taking little girl for a full lap. We are in big trouble with this challenge. I said to Shane, I said, I just don't see how I'm going to get it. Ended yesterday with a little over 4 miles, almost 5. This morning, I'm up to 6.5. This should be nearly 2 miles. If I can get the princess to walk. Come on, Bubby. God, it's cold out here. I'm actually bundled up. I have 2 hoodies on. I have my Under Armour on and I have my GoPro on. Gonna have a bite to eat, call the bank, see if they have my debit card, then head to the park. Maybe. Let's see. I might not take a little travel instead because it is cold. I'm trying to get that background to stay. But it's not blowing out. But definitely nicer than yesterday. No rain. That was some rough traveling. And the idiots out there without their lights on was just driving me batty. Because there was so many times I couldn't even see people. They'd come up on you and you didn't even know they were there. So I'm just happy that I made it both ways safe and non-stop. And I did make the switch. I did put it back in 60 frames per second. So get a little better detail. Obviously I'm still editing in 4K 30. And this month I actually made a new event for November. October I forgot to do it. And it's getting too many days out where start to lose track of what day number you're on and stuff. Because the thing keeps reverting back to September 1st throughout the month of October. I have to get on there and do the playlist one of these days. Maybe this afternoon when we get back home. Maybe I'll do up the playlist because I haven't done them. And I don't know if they're helpful or not, but hey, make them anyway. Taking the lead, I said, you want to play in the grass? She's right there's the grass, Dad. Right there's the grass. All right, come on. Hurry up. Let's go. Play in the grass. Oh, she's happy. Yeah, she's a happy puppy. You happy puppy? Those ears. Sniffing it out. I locked you. Little man's awful curious today. He's definitely feeling so much better. Trotting around. As I said, yes, I did. I put a giddy up in the step. Yay! Called the bank. They have it. Wasn't shredded yet. I had until Thursday until I would shred it. So, dodged a big bullet there. Okay. Finish this walk. Have a bite to eat. And get out of this house. We gotta get moving because I got an appointment at 11. Alrighty, guys. Well, how does that sound? How does that look? Because that is the iPhone 12 Pro. Yeah, that's what I've been up to this morning. It is now 12:16. My appointment was at 11. I get all the way up here, and then it tells me that, hey, we don't have any of those. They did. When they get to a quantity below 3, it tells them they don't have them. So, I do have HDR currently turned off because I don't have the time or energy to mess with it today. I don't know if we're going to pit this against each other, but against anything at the moment, I do have the rigs to do that. Right now, though, I need to ask Siri for a gas station because we just barely made it here. All right. This guy's out for a quick little body break again. I did take him out for one earlier. Yep, forgot about the 60 frames per second. Okay, so now the ultra wide. First time we get to see this guy in action. From what I saw yesterday from one Canadian channel, the quality was definitely improved on the ultra wide for detail. It's kind of hard to tell right now with the sun the way it is, but everybody looks sharp and shiny. Of course, like I said, lighting matters. We gonna go pee? You gonna go pee? Come on, let's go. What an adventure. I get all the way out here and I was trying to pre-order it or order it online and pay for it and stuff. It wouldn't let me check out. I get here. I had an appointment at 11 o'clock, standing in line, and I'm checking the availability, and all of a sudden it goes from a few available to one available. And so I walked up to the guy, and he's like, what's going on? I told him. He goes, he gets on his thing, and of course he has direct store inventory. He says, we have one, you're good. So I had to put the silver, the white silver. I needed silver, but I put an Apple case on it because I don't want to damage it. I don't know where this phone's going to end up. I might see if Terry doesn't want to switch over to my iPhone, at least try. We are in Elmira, New York right now, trying to find our way home. Good thing for Siri, huh? He's running the navigation. I'm not really sure. Oh, is it seeing the... What the hell? Not sure what it's seeing over there to the side. It's really weird. Somewhere we're making a left here. Still has some fallish colors up this way. I'm kind of surprised. They're further north than us. Still have leaves. Beautiful day. Windy, cold. It's 41. I saw 31 on the way out. Alright, we finally got wireless charging working. I don't know about music yet. We'll see when this thing tries to connect. Let me just switch it over to radio right now. Alright. And I can't make a turn there. Well, it's still not bringing any music up. It just keeps passing every freaking song, and it's, I don't know what's going on there. Hasn't brought any of my apps or anything over, of course. that might require Wi-Fi. I don't even have the iPad with me. I didn't even think about it today. I threw it on the charger because it was completely dead. On this road, then we get back on 15 finally. We came through the freaking mountains. But, hey, we were making good time. And I saw a Sheet Station. I'm like, you know what? I gave him a banana at the gas station. I'm going to get him hot dogs. Alright, so we want south. Off to my mom's, and then take him to the park, take a walk, and go home. It is, this freaking wind is brutal. That walk I'm dreading. I have my hot hands, so I'm gonna have to put them in my pockets. Flurries flying. They're pretty high in the mountains right now. There's definitely some sort of activity. Checking out the time lapse. See differences there. Going to be a chilly 2 miles, and that's all it's going to be. It's 2 miles. I know I'm nowhere near today. It's super windy. You probably can't even hear me. It is really bad out. I'm just happy that my GoPro thing has like the sleeves with the little thumb thing through them. At least it protects some of my hand. Not much, but a little bit. Better than nothing. Because I got to hold the leash somehow. I have hot hands in the car and I just didn't grab them. All right, here's the test. HDR is now back on. I'm just hoping there is, like Super Saf said, a way to export this from the camera so that it's actually corrected by the phone itself. So, another number 2. All right, so that's number 1. I figure we'll use 12 Pro. On 2, I'll use the 11 Pro. Let's see the differences. I don't know what it does to photos. See how they look. Really wish that made a sound or something. It felt like a haptic or something. But still no. Because we're used to when you took a photo. Now I will say my polarized lenses are definitely affecting this screen differently than any other iPhone screen I've ever had. I struggled seeing it in the car too when it was on the time lapse. I hope I can get this to work. Boy, you can just see the detail of the pavement of this thing. I won't be able to go out to the wide angle because I'm at 60. Zoom in. Wow, look at the detail of the pavement though. That's insane. I don't remember ever seeing that kind of detail. Alright, and the ultra wide lens test. See how this guy works. It definitely seems clearer to me. A lot more definition in everything. Things aren't just blended yucky together like they were previously. But again, this is HDR. Still 12. See if the detail changed. It seems like the color profile definitely is a little bit brighter. Quite as dark. But there's still quite a bit of detail. I've really never taken notice to in the paper. And ultra wide HDR off. It's a train, guys. You're fine. That was kind of scary though. What a weird sound. Alright. Whew. Brave little puppies. And Mateo got to meet Grammy for the first time, so that was good. He was investigating the house. He thought, oh, someplace new to go. Yeah, someplace new, little buddy. Come on, princess. Come on. I don't know, the smaller form factor, it's just a little different. It may be a little easier to hold. The squared edges definitely makes it a little easier to hold. I'll have to show it later, but when I said it's the silver is silver, it's because it is very, I'm trying to get that background to kind of blow out. It's not going to do it. Come on, princess. It's a little different experience, I'm not going to lie. It seems a little more easy to control in my hand. I'm not sure if it's the size or if it's the square. Okay, as we clear these trees, maybe I can get that background to... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, see, all Super Seth had to do was actually just tap the screen there that day. On to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Granted, the Max will be a little bit different in the 12 with that bigger lens. That's the one I'm really interested in seeing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There's no one playing. I'm curious. Oh, I guess quite a bit of detail there. But watch this. The grass, pavement, the dog's fur, everything goes a little bit just out of detail in the ultra wide lens with this one. I swear to God, every time we come over here, there's some sort of fire or something going on. It's just sirens going crazy again over here. It seems like there might be something on the lens. Definitely don't see the lines through the screen like I do with the polarized lenses on. I just do it on the 12 Pro. That kind of concerns me a little bit. Polarized does affect the new iPhone lens, or the screen. So, really, I'm so losing this challenge this month. I am in big trouble right now. Yesterday, I think I did 4.8 miles. Right now, I've only done 5.1. And that damn background just will not stay in on either device today. It's not that great, that's why. I faced a piece of bark. Either a really crisp leaf. I've seen a couple little flurries falling since I've gotten here. Nothing major. I'm more interested right now. I see detail, but I don't see the extremeness of detail in this pavement as I saw it before. Puppy butts. Yeah, buddy. He was all excited when I said park around home. Yeah, you're at the park, buddy. Yes, you are. You're at the park. Yeah. The 12 seems to be affected by the temperature a little bit more. The screen to wake it up. To stop recording and to start recording. Someone's full of it. And this is why. Frames per second, it's necessary. I locked you down, good girl. Get her, Mateo. It's like, would you please hold this mutt back? Oh, you okay, buddy? What's wrong? Mateo, what's wrong? See squirrels. Right there's one. Yeah, zoom in on. Okay, so the one thing I wish they would have done is put the HDR switch somewhere in the camera instead of having to go out of the camera completely to switch it on. Flipping it, or the smaller phone is a lot easier to do back camera filming for vlogging. Just the size, it's definitely a lot easier to reach that volume button to start and stop it. Just the size does help a little bit in places. And definitely I think the square edges make holding it a little more secure as well. This is an HDR, by the way. HDR. HDR turned off. iPhone 11 Pro Max. Alright, still on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Just hope I'm recording. I can't hear a thing with the wind. Let me check. Hey, we are. Okay, so rear camera vlogging. It's just, you have to open your hand wider. The edges are round. It just feels like the grip level is not as secure. It's secure depending on your case. You don't want to have a hard, slippery case. I have the Spigen armor case on right now, so it's got a little texture to the sides. It definitely helps gripping it. I'm trying to do this. The sun behind me is there, but it's slowly setting. When we get out of these trees, it'll hopefully clear up long enough to see it. Alright, finish this little lap here by myself. It's just easier to take these pictures and do this without the dogs. And Mateo's getting very chilly. So I'm thinking, go home, have a hot chocolate, have soup for dinner, and see how bad this is going to affect me editing these HDR clips. Alright, 4K video test in the dark. 4K 60, I should say, with no flash. Okay, 4K 60 with the flash. That already seems a little bit better. Come on. 4K 24. Oop, Priya. Jeez. Being trapped with the leash. Sniff. Alright, well, let's bring the other phone out with me next. Because I left it on the charger. Everything was near dead. Alright, so in editing news tonight, so far with these clips, I did have the video, or the Photos app, excuse me, do its little correction, but I'll show you. Well, if you look in the, if you look down here, that's basically what the footage is kind of looking like. I am dropping, the only thing I'm dropping down is the highlights, and I'm getting it to that. Now that's the ultra wide in HDR. Not the clearest in this particular shot. I don't know how it's going to look. I was letting it render. Other than that, the biggest problem I've been having is trying to get this damn 12 to transfer over from the 11. It's been failing mainly because of the beta program has been my biggest problem. So I did download the beta to it now. I just restored it, and it is actually looking like it's syncing from the other phone finally. Before now it wasn't doing it. So I'm going to call it a night. I got my princess here snuggled up. We've been out several times throughout the night. I don't even know what I end up with mileage wise. I'm like about a day short right now. I just don't know. I don't know if I have it in me to do this challenge this month, but I'm going to try. It's just going to be a little bit of a struggle. So thanks for watching. See you in the morning. More iPhone footage tomorrow. Good night. Going into it? Oh God. Well, Sammy's.